What's up you guys, and welcome back to another Brian's Action Figure Reviews video. Today I've got a brand new Marvel Legends video. Today's review is from the Spiderman Retro Card Series, and this is my man Scorpion, Macgargan. Now I will say, since they've started doing like the cardboard packaging, these just feel so much more special now because of how good they look in packaging. And Scorpion is another big time want for me from like the 90s animated series, where I think in that, and possibly in his comic origin as well, I'm not 100% sure, that J. Jonah Jameson gets him the suit and uses the machine on him and all that. So yeah, this is Macgargan Scorpion. I love this color costume, and very happy to get him. I haven't got a Scorpion in the collection. Again, the card is fantastic, which we are going to have a look at now, because these unfortunately, as we know, are dying out, and let's enjoy them whilst we can. And I kind of feel like a hypocrite knowing that I'm going to be ripping this apart to get the figure out in a while. It is lovely and all, but I've not kept any of the others, so why should I start now? Anyway, let's have a look at that card. So let's check out that beautiful card for this Scorpion figure. As you can see here, it says Marvel's Scorpion up on his name in lights. And let's look at that closer. That looks really cool illustration of the character. It does say Scorpion Sting. You've got the Marvel Comics logo, the classic one here on top, and Spider-Man logo. As you can see here, Scorpion looks really, really well. Look at the size of that tail. So let's flick it over. And you've got that classic Toy Biz looking back to it, where you've got the kind of diagram or kind of thing of the Scorpion, and again that picture beside him. It does say on the back, possessing superhuman athleticism and a mechanical battlesuit, the Scorpion is driven by his obsessive hatred for Spider-Man. Poor Peter Parker, he's a lot to be said for. He has done nothing to nobody, and it is in a variety of languages, and lots of legalese there as well. Again, the card is really, really strong on these as well, for people who collect mint on card, and Big Bang Comics where I got mine, and the card is perfect, or perfect as you might say. So yeah, let's get this guy out of the box. So here is Scorpion out of the box, and as you can see, this is a mightily impressive figure. I love how the suit works. It looks really, really good, and I'm very impressed with it. It's a good it's a good throwback to the 90s Toy Biz figure that was based in the animated series. I do love this colour. I've always not disliked the kind of extra dark ones that he came out on before, and that Scorpion tail looks just incredible. There's plenty of articulation on the tail as well. You can get into all sorts of different ways. The face is good. Now some people will say, and I think rightfully so a little bit, that the body isn't big enough. Yeah, maybe, but I think it's okay for me. I think it works for me. So let's check out some other little poses on him. So what I usually do when I do these reviews, after I take the figure down off the table turner thingy, I usually go and have a look at the figure's accessories. But as has been the case for the last while, there's very few accessories lately with Marvel Legends, and this one has zero at all. So you might say this tail is the accessory, but to me that's a bit of a cop-out. He has his battle suit or whatever, and you could have done with a few extra hands maybe, because they're easy enough to produce. They have said in the past, like doing hands is cheap as chips, as long as there isn't deco on them, and there's no deco on these hands. They're all the same colour as the gloves, so there's no excuse in my eyes that they couldn't do them. So let's look at the elephant in the room, well, the tail in the room. So this tail is highly articulated, and if you can see here, there's little notches. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5 points of articulation on this tail that you can bend and do pretty much what you want with it. and curl it and do all sorts of things. Now I'm sure there's a million different people who are going to be more creative with this, but you can get all sorts of poses and things with it, and it looks really, really cool and pretty accurate too. The tip of the blade there looks cool. So yeah, that's the main selling point of this figure for me, is that that tail is absolutely huge and can fit anywhere. No childishness from me today. Again, people say the body is pretty small. I will measure it up against other Spider-Man villains in a short while, but first let's take a look at that head sculpt. And as you can see, I really like that. He looks suitably mad. The eyes are really good. You can even see the teeth there. And you've got the little ear columns. Even the little tears there where the ears are, and the mask is really good. Not the same on the other side though. They only have it on one side, which is a weird one. And the rest of the outfit is clean as. Very little paint defects actually on recent Legends, whereas last year, kind of around the Shang-Chi wave, there was a lot of paint defects in the wave. So they've definitely done something to improve that. So that is something. The head, yeah, up and down, side to side, all the way around, just a ball joint on it. Again, they could have done butterfly joints on this guy. It's pretty much the old, and there is pins as well in the arms, which are kind of unsightly when you look at them here. So yeah, there's a lot of things they could have done better on this figure, if I'm going to be honest. Articulation here at the waist and at the ab crunch. Legs go out, go up, tilt, and boot rotation and ankle rotation, and the usual double joints at the knees and the elbows. So yeah, like they had a chance here to make an all-timer of a figure, and they kind of nailed it. Like, I'm going to show you now some of these other, firstly, what he looks like next to, once I sort out the balance here, because this is the one thing about the tail, if you don't get it perfectly right, the balance can be very unwieldy on this figure, as you can imagine. Like, yeah, it's great to have this like that, but it can be tough. As you can see, I'm messing about here with him, and he just does not want to stand for me at all. And it's not my uneven battleground here. It's just that tail is huge and takes up so much room and so much weight as well. So yeah, here we have him. So here he is next to last year's retro carded Spider-Man. I did not get the cell shaded one because I figured this one is pretty much the same, so there isn't much point. So like, he's not much. He is smaller a little bit, but not too much, and I do have him bending at the knees there, so he's never been monstrously bigger than Spider-Man. So yeah, maybe he could do with a bit more height. Maybe on one of the bigger bodies, the Vulcan body maybe would have been perfect for him. But I'm not too mad at what height he is. So let's get Spider-Man out of there and put him with some friends, just to see how he measures up with some of the other Sinister Six guys. Here's Electro, here's Cell Shaded Venom if you want some bigger guys. Again, he doesn't stand up great either. Here is the Sandman. Now I know, like, he has been in iterations of the Sinister Six, but I mostly remember him from the stupidly named Insidious 6 on Fox Kids in the Marvel or the Spider-Man animated series. Here's another one for you. The Vulture, if I can fit his big dumb wings in. And I'm sure I had 6 out, but I guess not. So we'll just leave it at there, the Fateful 5 that were in Spider-Man No Way Home. So yeah, like, he looks really well with these guys, and it does fit in rightly well with the rest of them. So yeah guys, I'm very happy with this Scorpion. Could he have been better? Yes, he could. But then again, so could a whole lot of figures. So I think he hits on about 7.5 rating for me. I think you take away that tail and he's pretty average altogether. But yeah, I'm quite happy with him. So Scorpion gets a 7.5 for me. And guys, this has been another Brian action figure reviews. Hit that subscribe, hit the like, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.